We had Umran Malik come out some time ago. Just the fact that he could bowl beyond 150 or touch 150 was a huge deal. Now we have Mayank Yadav.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happening within Indian cricket, but it's
well,
great.
Then you add to that, you've got Mohammad Shami, who's obviously injured at the minute, but he'll come back. Mohammad Siraj, Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah.
And I think Jasprit, if you were asking most people around the world, if you could pick one fast bowler for all conditions, all formats, Bumrah's number one on the team sheet. Yeah, he's just, he's incredible.
He's a GOAT fast bowler.
Yeah, he is.
In India, right? There's not been, probably Zahir Khan, Javagal Srinath, Kapil Dev. They're in that next rung, and that's saying something.
Yeah, but there's some world class bowlers, or New Zealand, Trent Bolt, Tim Southey's been great for many years. Jimmy Anderson, Stuart Broad, incredible bowlers. Pat Cummins, Hazelwood, Stark, incredible. But Bumrah's just, he's just a little bit. He's just got that action, that release. Because of his release, he gets a little bit closer to the batter, which is obviously giving him that extra bit of pace. Accuracy, reverse swing, conventional swing, variations, bounces, you name it. Bumrah's got absolutely everything.
From your playing days, you'd faced Wasim Akram, Waqar Younis, Glenn McGrath, all these guys. Steve Harmison, also, I remember his prime, it was something crazy. James Anderson. Where would you rate Bumrah amongst this lot?
I just look at his action and I would say that he would be the one that I wouldn't want to face out of all those names that you've mentioned.
Really?
Yeah, just his action. It's just... And all the players that face him, they say it just hits you. It's like a bowling machine. Just thud, it just comes out at you. And I think from ball one as well, he doesn't really give you too many looseners. That first ball is always on the money. It's always a similar pace to his last ball. Wasim Akram was a genius. Absolute genius. Glenn McGrath, if there was any movement, he'd find it. If there was a length to hit, he'd find it. He knew exactly how to restrict you. He studied your technique. He knew how to make you kick very, very uncomfortable. But
Predator.
When that Australian team were just a group of, they were hounds, weren't you? They came after you. Bumrah. I'd have Bumrah pretty much at the top of that list.
When you were playing, who was the bowler that you were afraid to face? But there was an element of fear.
Well, I never feared. I feared getting out. I wasn't worried about getting hurt. Muralitharan in Sri Lanka, when you've got Sangakkara behind the stumps, Mahela at slip, you'd have many around the back giving you a load of stick, and Murali spinning either way, no clue which way it was spinning. You just hope that you guessed. He made it very, very difficult. Warne, obviously, and in any conditions, but particularly when the ball was spinning. And Glenn McGrath, when Shaun Pollock and Glenn McGrath, when the ball was moving and there was not so much swing, because I think swing, you can see swing early as a batter and you can play swing. See movement, you've got no clue. You've no idea which way it's going to be. You've got an idea that they're trying to seam it away or they're trying to seam it back. But, they talk about the wobble seam in this series, when the ball wobbles down and think, this is a new thing for this last 6 or 7 years. Well, if you look at Shaun Pollock always wobbled the ball down. It went in, it went out. Glenn McGrath, very similar. So seam movement was always... And all batters will say the same. Seam movement is so much harder to face than swing.
What about spin for you? Like, which one was more difficult for you?
No, I didn't mind facing spin. I enjoyed the challenge. I think in cricket, facing or watching someone bowl 150 kilometres an hour, it's a great spectacle. But there's something magic about a spinner. A Shane Warne bowling a spell, or a Ravichandran, a Kumble. You look at Graham Swan for England when he was getting it going, and the ball's spinning. You just know that as a batter, you just one little small mistake and you're gone. You're gone. You're out of there, and they get one wicket, and guess what? The new batter coming in, it's a nightmare. One mistake, and you see spinners get. Particularly in India, if you look at the last series that England have just lost 4-1. As soon as Ashwin got one wicket, you felt, there's another one coming, and another Kuldeep Yadav, who I have to say looks like the most improved bowler in the world. He's just developed that pace and that drift and that consistency that he possibly didn't have a couple of years ago. So whoever's worked on his action, and he's probably strengthened his body to be able to bowl a bit quicker for longer. I think Kuldeep's going to have one of those spells that he might start to dominate both home and away for India.